Hey everybody, it's Carol and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a story first session using prompts from my journaling prompts for Memory Keepers download. This is a free download that you can get from my website. The link to this is in my description below. And we're going to do one prompt today, and I'm going to walk you through the process that I use when I do my scrapbooking / creative journaling pages. This is an approach that has helped me overcome blank page syndrome. I am a big proponent now of using prompts to start your scrapbook pages. I think it just makes everything easier for you, and especially if you are more of a reflective scrapbooker, meaning that you are really into telling the story behind your images, then I think this approach could be something that you're interested in. And if so, just stick with me. One more thing, if you hear a lot of scratching or noise generally in the background, I am recording this in January 2026, where the East Coast had a major snow ice storm, and so we are still digging out here. So there's a lot of that background noise. This is actually a perfect day to do this kind of work. I want to show you this. This is a Dylusions journal. This is what I'm going to be primarily working on this year, because it allows me to do some mixed media as well as like more traditional scrapbooking. So if I want to paint in here, draw in here, the pages are sturdy enough for that kind of activity. I've also got this nice pocket here that I can put ephemera or any other things that I want, maybe stuff that I want to use, grab and use. In my other pages, I have that option as well. So we are going to be working on prompt number 2, which is capture a moment you wish you could freeze in time, even if it felt ordinary. So what I like to do with this is to sit with that idea, to capture a moment in time that may have been ordinary but had a deeper meaning for you. And you sit with that for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then you just grab some, like a journaling pad or scratch piece of paper, and you reflect on that idea. Okay, so we are going to just go over real quick just some of the things that I jotted down and I'll share with you. So this is kind of the approach that I take when I do the journaling portion. As you can see, it's just bulleted points. I'm not really writing a narrative. I'm just responding to, or I'm just jotting down thoughts that I'm having as I'm thinking about the moment that I've chosen to reflect on. So I just basically start with the 5 W's, which is like a journalism thing. I had a journalism background, so that's kind of how I approach my writing. So these are my friends here from college. And when it was September 2025, I went to New York City to spend time with them. I was going to go visit my friend that lives in New York, which is Anike, and she said, oh, come up because Joy and I are going to celebrate both of our birthdays in September, and we've got all these activities planned, and one of them happened to be a spa day, which ironically I had been thinking about going on a spa. I kept telling my husband I need to do some self-care. I'd love to go to a spa, maybe get a massage or something like that. So when my friend said come to New York and one of the things we're going to do is a spa, it was like she was reading my mind, so it was pretty cool. Anyway, the spa we went to was in North Jersey called Sojo Spa Club, so we took a bus over there, And, you know, what are the things that I was thinking about we were doing? You know, it was like relaxing, we had lunch, we went to the sauna. There's like different sauna rooms, and we pretty much tried most of them. There was a pool, we pretty much hung out all day there. Then I decided I wanted to go deeper than that, because there was obviously something about that memory that was important enough for me to choose it. So, you know, I wrote down spending time with friends I hadn't seen in a while. I didn't realize I needed the break because, you know, I'm a workaholic. So I just keep working and working and working. And then, you know, not really realizing I'm stressed until the last minute. And I kept going deeper. And it's like, okay, this was obviously good for my soul. I needed that, but why did I think it was good for my soul? And I realized it's because I missed my friends. And I've been, you know, last couple of years I've been so focused on caregiving and trying to build a business and all of that. And you know, you end up being isolated. And I realize I need to be with others, like my friends, to renew my spirit. That's why I wrote good for my soul. But the real meat of the matter is that I need to be with my friends to renew my spirit. And I should not let time pass too long without seeing them or seeing anyone, which when you're in caregiver mode, it's kind of hard not to, it's easy to forget that. And so that is a priority for me this year, is getting out and spending more time with my friends. I need that renewal. So that's how you can go from like a basic incident or a basic moment, which seems ordinary, but keep questioning and asking yourself and going deeper to get to the meat of the matter. And for me, this kind of depth is what I have been wanting to see on my scrapbook pages, and it's actually renewed my my love of scrapbooking, and I'm enjoying it more because I like journaling and I like the storytelling piece. So now that I have this journaling here, what I can do now is pick the photo. If there is a photo, you may not have a photo. That's something I'm going to talk about in my class. But I do have photos of this event. I'm going to print those out. And then as I'm thinking about these points here, I'm going to be thinking about some materials that I think will match this up. This is all stuff from my stash. There's nothing here that is new, just FYI. So we've got this paper here, and this is kind of like a dreamy kind of color scheme. We've got purples and pinks, which are my favorite colors. And I kind of like this because it reminds me of just relaxation, chill, dreamy, reflective type thing. Okay, then we've got this, which is like I mean, when you think of spa colors, you think blue, green, you know, soft neutrals. So that's what this is. Same thing with this. This kind of like the dots in the paper remind me of like bubbles in the water, because we did a lot of water activities. So those were the papers that I was thinking about. And then I remember that I bought this book from Amazon, from Collage Soup, and it's just basically a book of images, and they have like a whole series, and these are good for like collages and things like that. You may have seen some of these images in my soundtrack of your life music, or soundtrack of your life video that I did a while ago. So it's got some interesting things. Some of them are a little way out, but some of them are kind of cool. And I liked this. I thought this would be cool to include on the page somehow, because it kind of I see it as like representing my friends. So me and my friends. So that's why I picked this one. So we'll use that on the page somewhere, somehow. Not sure yet. Then I found these journaling cards. These are from Project Life. I liked Project Life, but they gave you like so much stuff, and there's no way I'll ever finish all of that. But this is like a big journaling block, so I might write my journaling on here. These are all double-sided little cards. Again, they usually go in the pocket scrapbooks, but I thought they would be applicable for here. This little library card it has the who, what, when, where, so maybe I'll put a couple of like the initial notes about what was going on, and then use this one for like the reflection piece, maybe. And then this one is just like check marks of, trying to see if you can see that. It's got different sentiments on here that you can check off, which I thought would be cool too. So that's for the paper and the journaling. Now I am going to do some Cricut stuff. So I've pulled off some sticker paper, Cricut sticker paper, and some 2 pieces. So let me show you in Cricut what I chose. One of the things that I wanted to include was spa imagery. Well, I did not have any stickers available to me in my stash. I had nothing that reflected spa. So I said, well, I gotta fire up Cricut and go into Design Space and see what they had. Now I've got all of my Cricut elements together, and I am going to now start actually laying out the page. So I got my 2 photos. I've got my stickers. For some reason I'm feeling like I want my title to be in the center of the page. I don't know why. That's what I'm feeling. I'm not necessarily going off of any specific design thing. It's just kind of how I'm feeling the story would flow. Maybe getaway down here, up here. I don't know. Here, maybe. I mean, the green would look better, but also maybe what I'll do is I'll put this on this side and the turquoise on this side, because the reflection goes over here, and this feels more reflective to me. So here is the finished page. Just want to go over some things with you. So here are my major photos. I did trim this one so it fit on the page a little bit. I colored in my icons, my spa icons. I wasn't able to use all of them. I probably misjudged the size, but that's okay. And then I just there's no rhyme or reason to this layout, and I don't, like I said, I'm not following a grid. I'm just kind of following like how I feel and just using my gut, I guess, to put the elements together and letting the story drive where I place things in the products that I used. So that's pretty much it. I think it reflects the day. The journaling really tells the story, and then I have these like supporting journaling blocks here, which is nice. And then I added like spa queens there in the little bubbles, and I like these little queen elements here to support kind of the spa queens thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The journaling, like I said, really carries the story, and then everything else supports that. And that's pretty much how you go from notes jotted down from a prompt to a full on page. If this flow felt grounding or calming or doable, you can try this yourself. Just download the journaling prompts for memory keepers freebie that is in the description below, and it's got 3 prompts that you can try using this approach. The approach is described in the freebie, so you can follow along with this video as you make your own pages. I'll be doing more of these, what I like to call story first sessions, where we build a page off of a prompt. We try to find the meaning in our stories, find the supporting photos that help tell that story, and then using the products to support the page, not overwhelm the page. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.